morning, everyone. My name is Martha Klimek, and I'm the author of Embracing the Supernatural and Paranormal Phenomena with Developing Your Psychic Skills. Actually, it's psychic abilities. I don't know what's going on with the sales for the book as of yet. The marketing has not, social media marketing and marketing across the world has not taken place as of yet. The book is sold through Amazon, and you can get the ebooks from online bookstores right now. They have been out since approximately February 13th of this year. Today I thought I would show you how to use a deck of cards. These are oracle cards rather than the tarot cards, and they're quite simple to use. They are self-explanatory. They come with a book that you can look up the meanings of each card. Now this set is from Kyle Gray. He's a well-known psychic. He's known as the man that speaks to the angels in the UK. He lives in Scotland, and he went to a psychic when he was younger. I guess it was probably mid-teens. He went away for a trip and he came home, and all the reporters were at the airport when he came back. They found out he was the man that could speak to the angels. He's an interesting man, and he does have a lot of in-depth insight into the spiritual realm. Now these cards are called the Angel Guide Oracle. It's the same as on the book. I had to make sure. Now, when you first get your deck of cards and you open them up, you take them out of your the box. The first thing you have to do is bless your cards. I've already blessed these cards, but you can always do it again. So you have to bless these cards with only good intentions, or at least I do. I bless these cards with only good intentions and asking the angels to reveal what I need to know. Amen. Now, after you blessed your cards, you have to knock on the cards 3 times, and that's supposed to clear all previous vibrations in the cards, which is good to bless the cards and clear the vibrations, is because when they're being manufactured, they're going through so many different processes that they can pick up all the vibes of the machinery, the people that worked on the cards and stuff, and getting them out on the market for to purchase. So after you bless your cards, you knock on your cards 3 times, you shuffle your cards. However way you want to shuffle your cards, you just shuffle them. Then you hold the cards up to your chest and you say something like, how is today going to turn out? Or angels, please reveal to me how my day is going to go. That is one of the intentions. You can ask the cards anything you want. Apparently, if you hold them up to your heart, you have a stronger vibration. It's supposed to be more heartfelt than just a random question. So after you do this, you can cut your deck into 3 piles if you wish, and you can take a card from anywhere in the deck, whatever card you think is more meaningful to you at that time, the stronger vibrations that you get from that card. So I'm going to take the center card, and it is the Sacred Plan. Now, the Sacred Plan is whatever you're working on, your spiritual plan, something that you can resonate with. I'm sorry, I'm nervous and I'm trying to do this without being nervous. So you've got your sacred plan there. When you read the sacred plan in your book, to me that means that everything that I have going on in my life, and I'm using the spirituality to pull everything further into the universe. So you have like your angels and everyone surrounding you, your guardian angels, your archangels, and your spirit guides. They're always near you. All you have to do is call them in to help you when you need help. Or even when you don't need help, just say hello to them. They're there with you. Now, the sacred plan, it says in the message of the book, there are so many cards. Sometimes, if you only have one deck of cards and you get to know your cards, then you pick up the vibe from that card and the meaning that resonates with you. Since this is a newer deck of cards and I want to show you how they use them, your message is the card doesn't represent the plan that God has for your life, more than the plan that comes to fruition based on your intentions and your highest good. You have been given an incredible gift of free will, and therefore your thoughts, deeds, and actions and intentions are in some way going out into the universe and creating the experiences, opportunities, and energies that are flowing in and out of your life. When this card appears, you are being encouraged to move into a state of surrender where you recognize that yes, your intentions have an impact on the creation of your life. But how those intentions unfold is not down to you, but in the hands of God. The divine plan is your intentions unfolding in the way that God, the universe, feels for your growth and the highest good. Know that every experience that you have been through in your life has always been a way maker on your journey towards growth and expansion. And your angels are acknowledging your growth now. Now it has an extended message if you want to go into it. That's a matter of choice, but it does have more in-depth insight into it. If you are trying to force a plan into action, the angelic guidance is to back down and trust in the greater good. Often when something is happening for us, often when something isn't happening for us, we are frustrated. But that's only because we don't see our perfect plan unfolding. When your ideas and plans go wrong, trust that the universe has a greater plan for you. And the greater plan isn't something that has already been chosen for you. It's more of an accumulation of all your life's intentions, prayers, and actions washing back toward you with opportunity and experiences. Call on your angels to light up the path ahead. You may feel that you are facing the unknown, but know that you're always guided and protected. That's an interesting card, and it resonates. I've been thinking about what happened on Monday. Monday I went to Ottawa and I was supposed to have cataract surgery. And I finally got someone to listen to me. I went and told 3 people, even people before I even went to the hospital, that I was allergic to anesthesia. And I was told on the phone that it would all be straightened up weeks before I went into Ottawa. I get into Ottawa and they're preparing me for surgery, and I find out that they're going to use anesthesia. There was 3 people that came up to me, and I told them that I was allergic to anesthesia. And if that's what they were using, they can't use it. So the head guy of the anesthesiologist turned around and come to see me, and I told them what had happened on previous times. 3 previous times it stopped my heart, and they had to restart it again because I was allergic to it. But nobody would believe me. And the last doctor that gave me anesthesia, after I did come to, this is probably around 2014, he did say that I was allergic to anesthesia, that they had to bring me out of it. So what he meant by that, when I was coming to, I remember a nurse pumping oxygen into my lungs. They were using that puff bag. So I knew that something did happen, and by the time they released me from the hospital, it was only a day thing, and after the procedure and after I came through, I was in the recovery room, and then they said that I could leave the hospital. Well, I felt so weak and so sore, and I was so bad that I could hardly even walk. So when they said they could let me go, I left. So I was hanging on to the walls of the Dunnville Hospital where they did the procedure. And I noticed that my chest was really sore, and I felt really awful. So Steve took me home, and I was sick immediately after I got home to my stomach, and then I went to bed. So when I told the anesthesiologist what had happened at that time, and the doctor said that I was allergic to the medication, and he said, okay, I'm going to look further into it to see what and why, because he could barely believe that anyone would be allergic to anesthesia. So rather than take a chance, he went and researched my medical records, whatever he could find. So he did find abnormalities, that my blood work was not up to par, and this had been going on for years. So now I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with the cataract surgery, when they're going to do it, or if they're ever going to do it. So this anesthesiologist said that they were going to get to the bottom of what the other problems are and see if I'm allergic to anesthesia. So I have no idea what's going to happen. But so that's why the Sacred Plan card does mean something to me. Now, what does the Sacred Plan mean to you? It's on an individual base. So sorry about telling you what has going on, but that was one reason why I pulled the card, and one way I could explain it to you. Not that I want to complain or go on and on about this. It's just something that has happened, and I was very interested or looking forward to getting my eyes surgically fixed so after both surgeries, that there was a great possibility I wouldn't have to wear glasses. And I thought that was something I was interested in, so that's what I wanted to do, and went to the doctor to have done. So I am disappointed, but I'd rather be alive than dead, so to speak. If it would have, they would have been, I had to start my heart again, and if they couldn't start it, so it's just, how many times do you have near-death experiences? There is a story in my book about this, telling you that nobody would believe me. You have to be insistent and finally get someone to believe you. If you know that a doctor is telling you things are not what they are, that nobody can be, like for me, for instance, allergic to anesthesia. So be insistent. If you're not feeling well, go to the hospital. Make them listen to you. One way or another, you make them listen to you, however that may be. You have to be insistent. You have to look after your own body. And if you're not going to do it, who's going to do it for you? Now, I only have a 15-minute time on here for YouTube, and I'm not sure how much time I have used, but I will come back with different decks of cards and show you how to use them. As you see, I've been shuffling these cards since I've been talking to you, but another thing that you can do is have draw another card with an intention, and I'm not sure what to say. Let's see. How is the universe going to do? What is happening in the universe? What's going to happen in the general form? So pick a card. Well, that's more for me, I believe. Do the work. I'm not sure what that means. It could mean that with Russia and Ukraine and that, our prime ministers, our presidents and that, have to do the work to make this war stop. That's a big focus on everyone's mind nowadays, but do the work. Everything's not going to happen or fall into your lap. So with that, meaning, let's see, I just passed it. Do the work. If you're wondering whether to move forward or not, this card is a message from your angels to continue. Ooh, this is going to hard to read. You may feel that your current situation requires more time and energy than you are able to give. There is a good chance that you are feeling disheartened or even drained. It's important to know that everything involved in the situation is pivotal to your growth and expansion and spiritual connection. This card invites you to switch on the light you have within. It's time to be a star and rise to get behind the wheel and drive the journey of your life. Yes, energy is going to be needed to hustle and push, but every single effort you make will pay off right now. Right now you are sending out a signal that will create a wave that can lay the foundation for the rest of your life. Like I said, I think this card was meant for me. that is quite possible for what we've been talking about. The extended message. Being spiritual isn't always easy. It comes with a price, and often the price is time and effort. That is why the angels call it light work, because we have to do our light. Because we have to work our light. This isn't spiritual easy. This isn't spiritual vacation. This is a spiritual work, and that does not mean we have to work. That does mean we have to work. Sorry, my eyes are, I don't know if it's the glare or what. This is getting difficult to read. Action, effort, surrender, trust are needed for these things to come together. But when this card appears, you have an important opportunity to figure out the balance between effort and effortless, and understand when both of these energies need to move through your being. If you want to abandon a project or walk away from a situation, this card is letting you know that you are needed more than ever. This isn't the time to run away. This is the time to turn up. When you show up, ready and willing to do the work, you will move up to it. So, I guess it's telling the universe that it's your way of shining the light on your spirituality and letting everyone else know to shine the light. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I was told to do a few months back, to shine the light. And this is what the YouTube channel is all about. Not just on my book. It is part of it, but it's what has happened in my life that is interesting enough to some people to recognize their situations that has happened in their life. It's to bring everything forward in their mind, to pay attention to what's going on. And with spiritual people, it means for you to shine your own light, speak about the spirituality, and let everyone else know. The more people that are shining the light, the more people that are listening, the more powerful our universe will get with positive energy and intentions. And maybe we would have enough people shining the light that can switch the war around in the Ukraine. If you have enough people putting their intentions there to stop that war and make Putin back down, you're shining your light. A lot of people in the spiritual, not the realm, but their spirituality here on earth are concentrating on stopping that war and making Putin back down. So you have to send them all good intentions in order to make Putin listen. And the more people that can do that, doesn't matter if you're there with them or not, it's the time to do it. And eventually Putin should hear and get the message that war is not the answer, and to leave Ukraine to their own. I'd like to thank you for watching my YouTube, and I know I'm not that great at it, but I'm